Hi, guys. Welcome back to your favorite podcast or your favorite day of the week. Dear Chiquis, yes, happy hump day. I love this day. I love it because I love answering your guys' questions, hearing from you guys. It's like a form of therapy for me. So thank you so much for those of you that tune in and also that leave me your questions. So talking about that, let's get right into this episode. And we're going with Maria. Maria. Let's go, Maria. Let's go.
Hey, Chiquis. It's Maria, your favorite tall girl boss bee that loves you so much and adores you and appreciates you and this podcast. You know, I tell you this every week that you help me so much, whether it's my question or somebody else's, with your advice on your podcast as a whole, just by being you. And I'm hoping you can help me, just like you always have. So I'm sure you know I came out on my story as bi about 2 months ago, and you know some members of my family are accepting of it, and I'm working slowly with other people and letting them know. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how to express this to my girlfriends, my friends that that I'm really close with. I don't know how if they're gonna accept it, how they're gonna receive it, especially given, the community that we live in. Every time we go out, like, they always want to set me up with guys, introduce me to guys, just to get me to open up. But it's not just, men. I would like to meet other women too. I don't know how to tell them. If you can give me any advice on how to navigate this with them, that would be great. I love you.
I love you too, mamacita, my tall boss bee. I love you and I miss you so much. I don't know if I missed this because I follow you, so I don't know if I missed it, but I wasn't aware that you came out 2 months ago. I love you. I accept you. I don't care if you're dating a guy or a girl or two at the same time, as long as they know about each other. But as far as your friends, look, anyone that loves you is going to love and accept you no matter what. Whether you like men or women or whatever it is that you're into, people are going to love and accept you. So I understand that you're afraid or maybe a little worried or nervous. That's completely normal. But I think just definitely taking them out to lunch, to dinner, and maybe a little bit of wine, or at your house, a little like movie night, and just say, hey guys, I have something to tell you. And I hope this doesn't make you guys uncomfortable. And no, I don't like any of you. I'm not into you, but I am bisexual, and I just wanted to let you guys know that. And that is it. I think as easy as that, I know it sounds a lot easier said than done, but just know if they love me and if they're meant to be in my life and in this new season of my life, then they're going to accept me and everything's going to be okay. If they don't, and they choose to step away a little bit, then so be it. Then it's part of what has to happen. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So I hope that helps, babe. And congratulations. Congratulations on being you fully. I love that. Okay, so next question comes from Abby.
Hey, Chiquis. I hope this message finds you well. My question is to ask for advice. I've been with my husband for 7 years now, and we've had ups and downs like every normal marriage. But he's always complained that I am, que soy bien fría, and I know I am, but I feel like I've always put up a wall as kind of like a protection to not get hurt. But at the end, I feel like it's hurting my marriage because I'm not loving and affectionate the way he would want me to be. So how can I start to open up to where, I can kind of let my guard down and be more lovey-dovey the way he wants, to receive love. So if you have any advice, I'd really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.
Oh, Abby, I get it. I'm going to take these off because they're real cute, but they're kind of hurting me with the light. Okay. I understand having guards. Been there, done that. I had a lot of guards up when I first started dating Emilio, my husband. And it definitely did affect our relationship a lot. It's a way of protecting ourselves, but we're also shutting out people in our life we are keeping ourselves from love. And I did it because, again, like you, because I didn't want to get hurt. But I was hurting the person that I was like, the person that I'm in love with, you know? And I think that you just have to trust him and trust yourself. Literally remind yourself, I'm going to let my guard down. And I think starting off slow, holding his hand, touching his shoulder when he's driving, little things like that, like touching his hair, like caricias, go such a long way. Like, love is the moving force of the universe. Like, humans cannot live without love. I truly believe that. Like, we need to feel loved, to feel appreciated, to feel wanted. That just makes everything else so much better. I mean, you've been with this person for 7 years, so there's something there. You trust him enough to be with him for 7 years, giving him 7 years of your life. Like, why not just say, boom, I'm going to give myself completely. And if he doesn't appreciate it, then that's on him. But I want to make him happy. I want to be happy. Like, no seas fría. And I'm telling you because it helps in no way at all. Like, you are probably not even able to get the best out of this relationship because you haven't been willing and open to giving and receiving love. Imagine when you do that, you're going to open up a whole other door, maybe a whole other dimension in this relationship. So look forward to that. And don't think of what could happen because it hasn't even happened. Stop. Like, we have to stop doing that. Like that. Don't think of the what ifs. Live in the moment. If you feel it in your heart in that moment, we're at the movies, I'm going to touch his leg. I'm going to, like, we're at dinner, I'm going to, touch him under the table and no one else see. Like, cute things like that, like, that's sexy, just make him feel like, hey, I think you're hot. Tell him, hey, you look handsome today. Little things like that go a long way, babe. So do it. F it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's the worst that we could do is think about things that haven't even happened, Keep us updated. I want to know if those little touchy things, spice things up. Okay, so next question comes from Vanessa. Let's see.
Hey, Chiquis. I hope you're doing well. I just want to start off by saying that I have met you in person, and meeting you was such a beautiful experience. You're so humble, so kind, so patient, and I appreciate that you gave me such a beautiful experience in meeting you. Your hugs are the greatest, and I hope I get to see you soon. As far as my question, so I wanted to just know how you deal with coworkers. I have a coworker, aka she's the assistant manager, and I just feel like she does not like me. I feel like everything's so personal with her. Just requesting time off, it's such a headache. She gives me such a hard time. And whenever I have questions, she kind of like tries to question me back or not answer my question. And she tries to make me work for the answer. And I've seen her treat other people the same. So I almost feel like that's just how she is. But there are some people that she treats differently. So I just wanted to know, how do I bring that to my upper management, or how do I deal with it? Because sometimes I just get so frustrated and I just feel like talking back to her, but I know I can't do that. So if you can please help me out. Thank you so much.
Well, first of all, Vanessa, thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that you had a good experience when you met me. That makes me feel very, very good. And in regards to your question, it sounds like she is a bit condescending and has taken advantage of the position that she has, and she feels maybe very powerful. And she's taking that very seriously. Let's just say it and keep it that way. Which can be very annoying. It sounds very annoying. I cannot with a person that I'm like, they're like, oh, well, I don't know. When you're asking them a question, like you said, oh, she makes you work for it. Oh my God. Like, I'm just like, I'm not a child, first of all. But anyways, I can understand your frustration. I think if other people are feeling the same way, maybe speaking to your other coworkers and coming in as a group, going to the upper management, I think that that's going to help your case a little more, that it's not just you. It's a series of people feeling this way. And I think that definitely will help, because feeling so uncomfortable at work and someone like it's just, you're uncomfortable. No one wants to work in an uncomfortable setting. So I definitely feel it's worth, she probably will get pissed, but I think it's worth talking to the to the upper management and letting them know, maybe all of you can be anonymous. So she doesn't know where it's coming from. So that way it's not further discomfort and tension in the workplace, if that's an option. But I do think you should say something. Absolutely. I mean, especially if it's not just you feeling this, there's something going on there and she needs to fix it because that's not cool. So I hope it gets better. Let us know. Keep us updated. Okay. Okay, so our next question comes from Cece. Let's see.
Hi, I have a question. Okay, so I had a boyfriend in the past, and that boyfriend has a friend, and we broke up. We went our ways, and so this friend comes from a different state and talks to him about me. So I ended up meeting him. I didn't know that he knew about me, and we ended up getting married. And I ended up bumping, after a couple of years, I ended up bumping into my ex. And he tells me that the person I married was his supposedly friend, and that he possibly has another child. That's what he told me. I don't know if to believe it because he's trying to get back at him. I don't know. But my ex wants to get back, but I'm with his friend now. We've been married. We have 3 kids, and I have a daughter with a heart condition. So what do you suggest I should do?
Okay, wait, Cece, hold up. So your ex-man wants to get back with you, but you're with his friend, and you guys have kids and you guys are married. Okay, well, you're not thinking about getting back with your ex, right? But your question is if you should confront your now husband about what your ex said, but you're probably afraid, like your husband's gonna be like, well, how did you talk to him? Or you guys bumped in? Well, just be honest. Honestly, you bumped into him. And, just say, I didn't tell you right away because I was sitting on this information and I didn't know what to do. But honestly, it's bothering me. And he told me this and I want to ask you. And I hope that you can be honest with me, husband. Do you have another child? Because if it was before you, it really shouldn't matter, besides the fact that he didn't voluntarily give you this information. But lo que no es de tu año no te hace daño. So anything before you shouldn't really matter, besides the fact that he kept it from you. But if he lies to you, then that's a whole other story, But I think definitely give him the benefit of the doubt and ask him straight up. Just say, hey, I bumped into so-and-so. He mentioned this and I didn't tell you before because I wasn't sure. I thought maybe because he wants to get back with me or whatever. He's lying. Maybe not say that, actually. Don't say that he wants to get back to you or whatever. Just say that you bumped into him. Anyways, and then, see what he says. Why not? Ask him. You don't want to leave that doubt in your mind because that doubt is going to become a mountain and huge and it's just going to become a big issue and then you're going to be mad about things and it's just lay it on the table like boom, here it is. And maybe it's all a lie. Maybe it's true. Maybe you guys have to figure this out, but don't communicate with your ex anymore, girl. You're going to get yourself into problems. Don't. Cut that shit off real quick. You're married. Focus on your marriage. Focus on your kids. You don't need that problem. Bye. Didn't work out for a reason. Okay? All right, guys. So thank you so much for your questions. Maria, I love you. I love you all, actually. I love you all. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in to my podcast, Dear Chiquis and Chiquis and Chill. I am so grateful. And if you have a question, go ahead and leave it at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. That is speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. I'd love to hear from you. And I will catch you on the next episode of Dear Chiquis. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcasts and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.